Okay, so hello to everybody. Thank you again for accepting my presentation. And of course, this evening I'm going to invite you to a short trip to Dacia Superior. So welcome to Dacia. As you all know, on the territory of today Romania, we have two Roman provinces. The larger one is Dacia, with the borders in red, you can see it. And the smaller part in the eastern part of today Romania is Micia Inferior. So today we're going to visit Dacia. And of course, you all know that Dacia was conquered by Trojans at the beginning of the 2nd century. And the Romans stayed here until the second part of the 3rd century. And because my presentation is about Dacia Superior, I will have to tell you that first, probably Trajan, but most likely Hadrian, split this province is in two, Dacia Superior and Dacia Inferior. And of course, also Hadrian, because of the good reason, I could tell you, split again these provinces in three. So we will talk about just a smaller part of this province called Dacia Superior. And you can see here where Dacia is on the map of the empire. And of course, it is very important to mention that today the artifacts which will be presented by me are hosted in the four museum. I could tell you 4 or 5 museum between the most important museum in Romania. For the western part, Banat, they are hosted in the Museum of Timișoara, and for the southern part of Romania, southern part of Dacia Superior, are hosted most importantly in Severin Museum. And of course, for the center of Apulum, they are hosted in Alba Iulia Museum. And of course, many artifacts are hosted in Cluj Museum, and also a very large part in the capital of the country, in the Bucharest Museum. I will have to tell you from the start that I will only present it to you artifacts coming, as I said, from Dacia Superior. I presented to you only the artifacts which have like known place of discovery, at least, because most of them are collectible items. So they doesn't have, unfortunately, they doesn't have they don't have information about the place of discovery or the context of discovery. So you will see today that we have also a state of research. Fortunately, at the end of the presentation, now my main objective is to let you know about the state of research of these artifacts in Romania. It is only a short overview. And also, you'll see the most important types of this kind of amulets in Romania. And because all of us know that these amulets can have different sizes, of course, different materials in which they can be made. And we will discuss only about amulets which can be worn as jewelry. So first of all, the state of research. The state of research for Dacia Superior is very important. You have here 4 main books, 4 main typologies for Romania, 3 of them for Dacia Superior and of course for Dacia, and one of them coming from Micia Inferior, from Dobroja, today Dobroja, from Tomis. You can see that for the north of the Dacia, we have the thesis of Adriana Isaac. From the lower part of the Dacia near the Danube, we have the book of Maria Bălăceanu, and of course my book about the jewelry from Dacia Superior. because most of these artifacts, most of this jewelry, which can be also worn as an amulet, are very small, and most of them are like inscribed stones. Um, of course, we have also bibliography related with engraved stones in Romania. Many of these books you already know about them. I think everybody knows and used Mihai Gramatopol thesis about gems and cameos from the collection of the numismatic cabinet of Romanian Academy from Bucharest. And of course, for the Dacia Superior and only for Dacia Superior, we have many works of Lucia Țeposu Marinescu and Dumitru Tudor for the lower part of Dacia. About the typology of the jewelry of this amulet, you can see that most of the jewelry are coming from urban context. Most of them are found in Micia. You have with red dot. In Ulpia Traiana, which is the capital of the province, with green, and also from Apulum, Drobeta, or Tibiscum. Of course, this is the state of research for the archaeological excavation for Dacia Superior, because these cities, these points, they are most research from the point of the archaeology in this region. Of course, many of them are worn around the neck. So they are, you will see, they are many medallions. And of course, we have also other types of jewelry. You will see them right away. I decided to stop only to the jewelry and to present you only jewelry today, because we know that not only the jewelry can be worn as amulets, as you can see today, because the other colleagues presented many other objects used as amulets. And first case, because I will present you only special cases. First case, and the most well-known, are the amulets called bulla. They are, from the start, they are very well known by the bibliography in Dacia. They have been published as amulets in many cases. What you can see here, it's a small part from Dacia Superior, coming from Ulpia Traiana. We discovered in Ulpia Traiana, Tibiscum, Apulum, Praetorium, Mehadia, and so on. What I can tell you about them, that especially the older items, older discoveries are collectible items, so we don't have the context of discovery. But unfortunately, as you can see, we have also some cases coming from Apulum, because Apulum today, Alba Iulia, it's a very research site, especially the necropolis of this city. So we have from there many discoveries, recent discoveries of this kind of amulets, especially, of course, in the child's grave. What is important is that this type of amulet, it's discovered in all the contexts, habitational contexts, as you can see, funerary context, and we have also some examples of discoveries made in temples. This is the case of one items from Ulpia, and of course one items from Praetorium Mehadia. This is very important because we know that at the end of the childhood, the former child, I could say, place these kind of amulets on the altar of gods. So of course, they can be lost in the temple, but also it can be deposited by the child on the altar of the gods. We have also other types of amulets, mostly worn around the neck, as you can see. Um, Well-known apotropaic symbol of phallus. You have here a medallion, a phallus from glass, black glass coming from Apulum. And also, of course, we have very well represented the type of Hercules club, coming most likely, most of them are coming from Drobeta. In Drobeta, we know that we have also a bone workshop, workshop who made these kind of objects for probably the inhabitants of the city. And of course, we have the discoveries in Drobeta of a special necklace. It's a necklace made of gold and with a large medallion in which we have a cameo rendering the image of Hercule binding the Cerberus. This kind of medallion is very important. Of course, it is not normally an amulet, it is a jewelry, but we think that in this case it could be an amulet because you know that the Hercules, it's between the few mortals and between the few gods, I could say, that could have conquered even death. And I think that the deposit of this kind of necklace in the grave of a young woman from Drobeta, it means that this young woman probably will have, or the family wants that she will have an afterlife. I don't know. Aided by this hero. Also, other amulets are coming from child graves in Dierna, on the bank of the Danube. They are coming from, as I told you, a child's grave, and they are very important because of the image they rendering. You can see here an amulet with inscribed stones with the image of Helios, and also an amulet, a sheet of gold, which have also a coin inserted in the medallion. Other kind of amulets. We have also Hercules knot, and fortunately for us, this kind of jewelry, mostly earrings, we can find it in particular necropolis associated with local populace, with local inhabitants of Dacia, but also the earring in gold, the only one discovered until now in gold in Dacia Superior, is coming from Cârjiți, a place near Micia, a very important center in the Roman province. This kind of earrings, I think they display not only a jewelry connection, but also a very important apotropaic power for the wearer. So if the woman will wear this kind of earrings, they are not only earrings, they are probably have also a special power for this woman. A very important amulet because it's the only one, and in Romania we have only 4 of them. It's an amulet in form of a hand. It was discovered in Tibiscum on the southwestern border of Dacia. As you can see, it is very small. It is not a manufica, it's extended hand. I don't know if the exact condition of the discovery. We presume that it was discovered in a habitation context, probably somewhere in the city, in the Roman city of Tibiscum. And it's important, as I told you, that until now we have only 4 amulets of this kind in whole of Romania. This one with a known place from Tibiscum. The other one, it is in a collection from Bucharest with not a known place of discovery. And the other two, you will see it tomorrow, of course. This kind of amulets are used not only for medallions, for hanging around the neck of a child or of a woman, but it can be used also for decorating the hairpins. And of course, I think that also in this case of the hairpins, we could speak about amulets because of this extent apotropaic presence of this jewelry. Medusa type amulets.
And I'm sorry to interrupt. We're over the 15 minutes, just for you
Yes,
to know.
of course.
Okay, thank you.
The Medusa type amulet, of course, were in this case over earring discovered in Drobeta. And we all know about the Medusa. We all know her power. And for women, it was associated, of course, with the protection. And not only for the woman, in this case, it is a woman, but it can be worn. It is among few symbols which can be worn also by a man. Egyptian amulets, quite new, brand new, two amulets discovered in Dierna and in Ulpia Traiana. They are very important because they are the only two these kind of amulets discovered here. This one from Ulpia Traiana is very important because it's among, I don't know, 10 discoveries until now in the Danubian provinces. It is the only one who has the triad. The others display only two gods or maybe just Harpocrates. But this one from Ulpia Traiana, it comes with the triad of the Egyptian god. It is important, but unfortunately, we don't know the context of discovery, only the place of discovery. Of course, we have many magical inscriptions, especially on gems. Unfortunately, gems are collectible items without context. Many of them, 99%, they don't have a place of discovery. And between the few amulets with the place of discovery, the magic of the sound, of course, the bell amulet discovered in one of the graves from Apulum. And you can see that it is associated, among other things, with phallus pendant. So probably, because it's an incineration grave, probably it was a child. We don't know how older was the child, but probably a child or a young person, I will say. And to summarize, it was just an overview, just to let you know the state of research, the cases we have in Dacia Superior. Unfortunately, we don't have many information about many of them, so we have to find analogies to explain, especially this double functionality as a jewelry and also as an amulet, which is very important. And of course, we have many information from that about the religion of this individual, or about the daily life of this the wearer of this amulet, but very few information, and it's very hard to find all this information. Thank you.